Alright guys, so time for the transform and rollout of the Planet X Mars, or of course, Ironhide. Okay, so he does have an interesting transformation. It's not terrible, but of course I tried to figure it out without, really looking at the instructions before. Now I've looked at them and I kind of nailed it. So I'm going to flip open the door, I'm going to turn the hands, that way. No, hold on. I believe you want them this way with the thumb up. And then like that, and then they tab in. So down, thumb towards the sky, and then like so. And you come up here to these weird shoulder pauldron-y things, straighten them up. They're just these little triangle pieces, and then you can rotate them 180 degrees to they line up like that. So you got the little open edge facing outward like so. Then you want to come to the back, and it's spring loaded, so it makes it a little bit difficult. There's this translucent piece right here. You want to just go ahead and push that all the way in. You can see it right up in there. And then while you're here, go ahead and fold the head away. It doesn't go away 100%, it just tucks in like that. But you want to take the entire backpack, pull it back far enough, although I guess this is why the head doesn't flip under just yet. My bad, hold on. Flip it around, then tuck the head away. Okay, and then, actually before that, you wanted to fold these out. My bad. I'm already stupid. Hold on. Let's just take a step back. Take a step back to the head being tucked away so I can fix this. Okay. All right, so from there, this is kind of the hard part because you really need to clear these arms. So you want to pop these guys out. So you need to have this pulled out, and then the little translucent bit there sort of gets in the way, so you kind of have to bend it around that. This is the part that really annoys me. Actually, yeah, why did I pull that back? I didn't need to. So you have to get these out past that, and this is really annoying. If you really kind of push it in, and while you're rotating that out, you can kind of get it, and then it will sit flush against the body like that. And then this one should be slightly easier to get out. I say slightly. There we go. And then you want to pull back out on that spring. You can see it compact there. And once again, the arms just get in the way of everything. So the fact that I want you to do this while the arms are still there is really, really annoying. So just kind of avoid that. And rotate down like so. Like I said, this is not easy. Okay, so while it's still sprung out, go ahead and tuck the head away. I don't think it matters if it's facing in or out. I think it just needs to go into there. Now, the arms are a little bit weird, and also the shoulders tend to be very tight. So you want to grab here and pull out the bumper. It'll slide out like so. And you can do that on both sides. And then this part will rotate a little for clearance, and then you want to bring the shoulder up. Now this one is the one that gives me the problems. Doesn't quite want to go up. Like most Planet X things, tolerances are not something they consider. Okay, and then once you got that kind of up, you can just push the arm in until it stops like so. Well, I thought you could. No, it doesn't want to do it. Okay, so let's get this guy up and up. Okay. Now, ultimately, you want the shoulder to be able to collapse up into there, and then this part on the side of the ribs will tuck in via spring. And then you got to slide the whole bumper in that way, and then that will tab in like that. That worked out very nice. It's not 100%. There we go. And then you've got 2 tabs there and a post there. So let's try to recreate that on this side. The shoulder is a heck of a lot looser, so it goes up easier. Oops. So you want this out, and then rock that inward. And then if you have the shoulder collapsed, or the forearm collapsed, up into its spot, tuck the shoulder in, tab that in, tab these into each other to form the grill, and then, why is it not? Why is it not? That's just the point. Why is it not? Something ain't happy about that. Does it need to slide in? No. That's more force than it took the first couple times I did this. So, once again, clearances, not the best thing for Planet X. But there you have the whole front end done. And that's one of the more difficult spots, I guess. I don't know. And in a guy who's filled with a whole lot of difficult spots, any is just good. Okay, so you rotate at the waist, and then with these things here, so the crotch flaps, or the front skirts, or whatever you want to call them, you want to turn them forward, flat, like that. So flat is about the best way I can describe that. That was one of those things I had to figure out. Once again, I try to transform these things blind the first time with no instruction. And I was like, why can't I collapse this? And then I had to figure out that that was the problem. And then, yeah, they use translucent hinges back here. So you can tell that's probably going to be an issue down the line. All right, so with the legs, they have an interesting transformation. You want to grab the shins / knee covers and just extend them up like that. Pretty cool. And then for the knees, you want to unplug that, kind of straighten it out. Like so. It did plug into right there. Do the same thing on this side. You want to go ahead and, which way do we go here? Pop that up. I was looking at it backwards. Do the same thing over there. Go ahead and open that as well. And then these bits, where the feetsies are, they'll rotate 180 degrees, like so. That was something I had a heck of a time figuring out. Okay, and let's see, which direction am I facing now? Okay, so I didn't rotate these, which means I need to. What are you doing? Okay, so grab these guys, and you want to rotate them, or pull them out, and rotate forward 180 degrees. That's right. Okay, so you want these to be lined up with these. Once again, a thing I had to determine on my own with no instructions. That was fun. Like I said, they come with instructions, but also Planet X instructions are kind of garbage most of the time. These actually not too bad, if I'm honest. Okay, so why am I having an... Okay, yeah, you want to rotate those that way. There we go. Now we want to tab those together. You can see a big T-tab in there, like that right there. If you do not line that up, you will be screwed later. Just make sure that that is lined up properly. Obviously, those will secure together. And then it looks funky right now, but these are going to be the sides. Under here will be the bottom. But you've got to collapse the legs in like so. Oh, that's not tabbed together. Why are you not tabbed? There we go. And then I guess you had to hit these hips. How? Sometimes you got to look at it and go, why are you doing this to me? You want to bring those up to about a 45-degree angle. And then what is even happening here? There we go. And then you want to bring these guys in. And then things will start to collapse. Now you've got a tab here that will plug in under there. You got a tab here that will go into there. So once that's sort of lined up, you just kind of push that in. Come on. Push that in. Don't like that sound. And then under here, you've got a bunch of posts. They will plug into that crotch area up there. Let's push these up and out of our way. Like so. There we go. So that's hooked under. That's hooked under. We want to straighten that out once again. That's going to go inside there. Same thing on that side. So that is essentially in place on that side. What is happening over here? That's not lining up properly. But as you push it, it really does kind of align itself. Go ahead and plug in these ones on the bottom. There we go, like so. And take these guys. They'll slot over those tabs. Like that. And then we want to bring this whole section up. There's a couple posts there, and these will cover the knee joints. And don't do that just yet. This is the part that bothers me the most. It's like, just get into place, my man. There we go. It's like that last little bit just wants to click. And then last but not least, tuck the toes in. And there we go. There's our Ironhide. Sorry, Ironhide. Ironhide in vehicle mode. Looks pretty cool in that. And that's it. That's how we do's it. So guys, make sure you go back and watch the regular review if you haven't yet. If you stumbled on this one first, hopefully I will link it up in the card. And you can see how to do, well, the opposite and see how good he is in bot mode. But for now, remember, as always, transform and roll out. That used to work better when I didn't have a glass thing.